Welcome to our lesson on subtracting fractions in a word problem. How to begin. First, read through the word problem one time so that you know what the entire problem says. Next, read through the word problem a second time and slow down while reading it. Take your time. Then you will identify what is being asked, what you already know, and what you need to know. Next step is to just solve the problem. And finally, reread the problem to make sure you really answered what was being asked. Okay, let's practice. Wyatt ate 6/8 of the pizza. Brian ate 3/8 of the pizza. How much more of the pizza did Wyatt eat than Brian? So how much more tells me I'm going to be subtracting. So I know Wyatt ate 6/8 of the pizza and Brian ate 3/8. So I will subtract the 2. 6 minus 3 equals 3, and our denominator stays the same. So Wyatt ate 3/8 more of the pizza than Brian did. Here's another one. Dana cleaned 5/8 of the playground equipment. Sarah cleaned 3/8 of the playground equipment. How much more of the equipment did Dana clean than Sarah? Once again, how much more tells me I'll be subtracting here. So we know Dana cleaned 5/8 and Sarah only cleaned 3/8. And I want to know how much more Dana cleaned. So let's subtract our numerators. 5 minus 3 equals 2, and our denominator stays the same. So Dana cleaned 2/8 more of the playground than Sarah did. You try one. Susan read 9/12 of the book. How much more of the book does she have left to read? Okay, once again, here's my keywords. How much more? Okay, we have to start with the total here. We know that the total of the book, one whole, would be, if we're listing it as a fraction, 12/12. She has read 9/12 of it. So let's subtract our numerators first. 12 minus 9 equals 3, and our denominator stays the same. So she has 3/12 of the book left to read. And finally, Jeremy ran 3/4 of a mile. Carla ran 1/4 of a mile. How much farther did Jeremy run than Carla? So how much farther here? All right, let's take how far Jeremy ran. That's 3/4, and Carla only ran 1/4. So we'll subtract the 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2, and our denominator stays the same. Okay, 2/4 could also be written as 1/2. So Jeremy ran 2/4 of a mile farther, or 1/2 of a mile farther than Carla did. This concludes our lesson on subtracting fractions in a word problem.